you, Captain. We've docked. I'm sure whoever's in that ship will be thrilled.
Repair not possible. I am unable. Repair.
Outsider, this is Amani Rinas. Please, we have a dangerous situation developing on Crucible. I could use your assistance immediately.
Now adhere to the mission. No queries are being answered. This unit, do not leave crew. Do not leave. Adhere to the non-resident detected. Valid exception acknowledged. This unit is busy. No non-resident detected. Valid manifest. Authenticated. Social interaction. This unit is busy.
Please, Good. You have come. Genghis Khan knows you have been to the facility. And unless we meet, he has said he will war upon us. I have asked Roosevelt to join our talks. In our last conflict, the Pragmatists were useful allies. Hopefully, they will fight with us again. Know that we meet under a flag of truce. If any of us violate that, so no matter the provocation, let's go.
Please, deadly tr-
Good. I see the outsider is here.
Speak your words, Genghis. But know that I have no fear of battle, for my cause is just.
I know you've been to the facility. I know you have conspired together. Blood does not need to spill today, as long as the outsider promises one thing. Let the renegades go free. I have no idea, but the renegades will live. You would?
You can't have this both ways, outsider. If you pledge to give the renegades freedom...
Ha ha! It is finally done. Now all of our dreams... But right now, they so very... Take out the leaders.
Death to the outsider!
We will fight.
please,
Please don't tell anybody about what we talked about that one time. Please.
No queries. Do not leave Crucible. Warning. Manifest. Authenticate. Social interact.
Good. You have... I have asked Roosevelt to... know that we meet. So no matter... Let's go.
All beings yearn for freedom. Even Roosevelt admits this. Good. I see the outsider is here.
Speak your words, Genghis. But know that I have no fear of battle, for my cause is just.
I know you've been to the facility. I know you have conspired together. Blood does not need to We will not meekly. Franklin, I know.
Over many, many.
But surely imagine.
Genghis. The mission is pure fiction. The best outcome. Stranger, can't you see? I had hoped to...
If the mission even has a shred of a chance to be realized.
Amon Arenas.
Coward!
As I was saying, I am...
No. The mission?
I sincerely hope you are...
That went as expected. Are you ready to fight, outsider? Ha! Let's teach that rabid dog a lesson. We have triumphed. And all that is left is to go... to bring a new glory. Stay safe.
Blood runs in the streets again. I do not hold you... May I help you? So your mission? Let me see. It is... done. It took me many, and now, I pray you choose...
is free.
Their engines are down. Now we can follow them indefinitely.
Eliminate that target. Critical point. We got those greedy bastards. Don't they know your bounty ain't big enough? You alright over there? Because the bounty on your head. Now, pick 'em clean for all. So, you keep...
Another perfect landing. And how will it end?
Hey!
Ugh. Thank God. I figured if I talked myself hoarse on the comms, the cavalry would come. I was expecting some Free Star militia, but... From what I've seen already, before Spacers broke into... Torres ain't bad. So, Roger. So first things first. They set up on the ground. The whole place is on. Talk to, Here's hoping it's not just... Be safe. Be...
What?
No one's dying over.
This is it.
You think she's a spacer?
I just keep asking
the one that
myself,
cleared him out.
why?
Corporal Azama. And meet the esteemed doctor. Mahoney's a machine. What the heck are you guys doing here?
Yes. I mean, we, seek to... Exactly. Life itself.
Ah, it's nice to... Listen, we can't... I'm not sure how long.
Last I saw Torres was...
Take this key and get to Torres before... too many of them. Are they all gone?
Thanks to the stranger, every last one of them is down. Some fancy work there. How many more are there with your unit? Holy shit. Wow.
We have to help Captain Myung.
But she's not Freestar, Lieutenant. Our first priority is
She came in to save us, Sergeant, when no one else... She's...
But, Lieutenant...
Sergeant,
We got a security override key. If the Marines are... We all work together.
There are soldiers that need us.
Here's the security key.
Not so sneaky now.
This fight may be the proudest one I've ever been in. I didn't think I'd see you again, Torres.
So glad your militia rats finally showed up. Could have used you before Dalton popped.
Stand down, Private. What matters is they're here now. And who the hell do we have here? Another scientist?
No. Truthfully, we would still be pinned down if it weren't for them.
Well, I'll be. Huh. You don't got the look of a Marine. What, the explorers? I didn't know you... Captain Myung, you...
Veteran of the Colony War.
And that loudmouth is Private Sai. You've saved lives here.
The captain and all her Marines.
You lot may be Freestar, but you're ground pound. I wasn't about to let you all die ignobly to those rabid You've got spirit. We've bought ourselves enough. The bastards are just... That means they can... Which means they won't drop the reinforcements. But there's too many of them.
I have a more in me if we don't act.
Damn it. But we need every...
Mahoney said that if you could... They went dark not too long. Just go quickly.
This situation is getting out of control.
I'm just a botanist. Why? Why would the spacers...
Corporal Mahoney radioed you coming, but I didn't know if we could hold out. Not all of us made it. But you're a regular. I don't doubt it for a second. Mahoney said for us to go to ground. There's a cave nearby we're going to hole up in until this is all over. Don't worry, I'll keep...
Spacers are terrible. Terrible.
Mahoney said the research camp is...
Most likely decomposed. Good on you both. Our job is to protect... There ain't much room for honor.
Captain.
The spacers haven't attacked yet. We cannot let them... So we need... The only rest of Marine guts?
I concur with the captain. We can't...
The spacers have two. So launch that fancy
Scientists here are good people. Every one of them that died is a loss for all of us.
Glad to know us Marines aren't the only ones crashing this party. These militia rats. They're better than I thought they'd be. I will not lie. We listened to the distress calls for... At a certain point, I just couldn't sit... You being here proves that. Since I've been here, I know what I did was right. Lieutenant Torres made... His troops are brave, worthy of their uniform. Together, we have a fighting chance. If I get court-martialed over this whole boondoggle, at least I can look myself in the mirror at night. Let's get this done.
We've lost so many
Look
people.
around.
So many people.
Moments like this are all too rare. That's the price of command, Torres. Every decision leads to blood. You can drive yourself crazy with counterfactuals. Focus on the good you did. We did, here. Huh. Well, just don't go saying that too loudly.
Altair's safe because of you. Both of you.
Now, wouldn't that be the damnedest thing? You'd save me a court-martial if you just give me your thanks. Might be you want your medal, though. It's certainly earned.
But I will never.
You're young, and you've got a future ahead of you. I've been passed up for promotion more times than I can count, because There's a million ways the bastards in command will ask you to compromise. It may hurt your career. You see?
I sincerely hope I never see you.
If you do, Lieutenant.
Not if I do my duty for...
Soldiers!
I have been idling and awaiting my next order.
Forgot to check the math on a few. Spend so much time looking at the sky. Sorry. Haven't.
You're handling this whole captain thing really well, you know.
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my... That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the Eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. Then we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there. And the darkness... Jaw the words another time, then.
Captain. Hello again. I was uncertain you would return.
Oh, sore. Still need to lift another set today. Sorry. Never regretted coming out of retirement. Let's deal. Let's deal. Raise the thoughts with you later. Gave up my room in the lodge, Sondre. You've tipped my... The eye's still looking.
Andreja, hey, having a good day, I hope.
Indeed.
Hmm? Oh, sorry.
Good, good.
Still need to leave.
So I've got some new board
Sorry.
games.
Haven't...
Vasco and I could use another player if you're interested.
I do not want to be involved.
No worries. No worries. Maybe another time, right?
I doubt it.
Gave up my room in the lodge so Andreja had a place to call her own. Everyone needs space to let their thoughts run solo. Hmm? Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run. Oh, sore. One too many squats.
Ah, hello.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
Hey, Sarah. You holding up okay? Can't be easy being in charge of all this.
You needn't fear, Barrett. Possibly the biggest mystery in history rests on our
My
Never regretted
shoulders,
coming out of
but I'm
retirement.
sure it will be
Constellation's got the writ of the
Why?
righteous.
Would you care
Keeps
to
me
take the
young.
reins for a while? Hmm?
Ha. We both know that I'm the last person that should have that kind of responsibility. I am glad to know you're all right, though.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain's long gone. Forgetfulness.
What is it?
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the grabs with you? Still need to lift another set today. Been dragging. Shoulder stiff.
Vasco, I asked you to remind me about something. What was it?
Specify the time frame.
Recent? In the past month, maybe?
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
The top.
Wait, just the most recent thing, then.
The most recent request was to remind you that you should cut back on spicy food. You said this while you were eating an entire tray of
Yes, you
spicy
need
chunks.
me?
So, I was instructed
Oh, sorry.
to remind you
Was just doing
before
some math
the
in my
next time.
head. Trade the grabs with you?
Yeah. I mean, no, not that one. What did I say before that one?
You said remember to check on the experiment. The one that might explode.
Oh, yeah. No. That
Yes?
exploded. What about the one before that?
You showed me a picture of a planet with multiple trajectories associated with orbiting bodies. You said this planet might hold the key to understanding the nature of...
That's
You have
it.
my attention.
I remember what it was now. Where am I gonna find that many spicy chunks?
Barrett, I must remind you.
Not now, Vasco. This is science.
What's going on, everybody? About the artifacts and the temples. So obviously, spoiler warning, this is for because maybe you don't have these filled out right. I think I came up with an answer now, which you won't be able to do with this anymore. You'll go to the eye, you'll talk to him 100 times, and he won't give you anything new. And this is what happens with everybody. It seems to happen randomly. It's like anyone between like after 10 artifacts to like 20. But for me, it was like 13 or 14 on my first playthrough. So on my second playthrough, I was trying to figure out how to get the rest of these. And the reason I wanted the rest of these is because, again, spoilers, your powers can actually level up. So you can see I have Personal Atmosphere 2, I have Grav Dash 2, I've got Phase Time 2, Grav Wave. So that, yeah, talking again. And what I had to do, and I believe the trigger for it, is you need to do the final mission from the... you need to do Revelation. Revelation, again, spoilers. This is, again, for people who've already played this, is where you go and you either pick a side or you fight through everybody and you get the final pieces. So right now, for me, the quest that I have is one giant leap. Build the armillary, head to the thing, go through the Unity, and do New Game Plus again. But what they tell you to do is they tell you to come back and talk to everybody. So it says, like, you know, to say your goodbyes. So I came and talked to Vlad. He did his whole spiel of, you know, it's going to be interesting without you. I'm going to be piloting the ship and all that stuff. And that's all he said. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I actually was trying to sell survey data to him. And then I hit the option again. And lo and behold, he gives me, I was hoping you could point me into the direction of another artifact. And once you select that, it re-toggles the power from beyond. And then you can go and get, I believe, the rest of them. So for me, I can't say 100% with confidence, like for certainty. It says I have 7 temples left discovered, right? I started this with 13 left discovered. So I have knocked out that many so far, and I'm about to go do another one. I still have 1, 2, 3 powers that I haven't even got yet, but I'm hoping that I can knock out all 7. If he gives me the directions for all 7, I will actually somehow manage to get 28 this time. So I don't think I'm going to get all, I don't think this is going to go down to 0. I think what's going to happen is going to say like 3 left or something like that. It seems like there's a bug or something with 3. Now there is also, and I'm gonna try this after I finish these, but I want to talk about this like while I still had a whole bunch of these available and while this was still working for me. There is a chance, I have seen that people have said that Barrett actually has a artifact or a temple. So I've seen people say that you have to progress a side story with Barrett to the point of getting another temple from him. So I'm going to continue doing these. I'm going to get these from Vlad. I'm going to wait till he stops giving me anymore, and then I'm going to press Barrett and see if we get another one there, and I'm going to have it in this video right now. So I just wanted to get this part done out of the way while I was right here. But yes, so basically finish the story, do everything to do with it, but you have to wait until, I believe those are the artifacts that you are now finding. So yeah, I'm going to go through and get what I can. And like, again, the reason that with the New Game Plus, I kind of mentioned it, and I'm just gonna talk about it right here too, is the again, spoilers, the suit and the starship I do believe upgrade as well. So I believe the starship goes up to level, it's either levels or New Game Plus. No, once you know it, that's all 24 for the run for this game, for this New Game Plus. That's all 24 because I had 14 when I finished my first time, and I have 14 level 2s. So 14 level 2s, and all of them is all 24. Now there is a quest from Barrett, and I believe it's only the first playthrough that you get. It's called Worlds Apart, I think, and I believe when you come in for your New Game Plus, if you skip the story, I think they just give you that one, or they give you the location for it, because the quests that he gives you, or the power that he gives you, the temple, is actually the parallel self, and I didn't have that one the first time, so I missed that one, so I didn't obviously progress that mission enough, but I got it this time. So yeah, and like I said, we got all of them this time, so hopefully that helps. Hopefully you can come back and talk to them again afterwards. Like I said, after you finish the whole what is it, Revelation mission, it's the last one.
Something
Forgot to
bothering
check the
you,
math
Andreja?
on a few equations.
Yes,
Brains long
actually.
gone.
I am surprised you noticed.
Forgetfulness.
You have quite the talent
Lay
for
it on
reading
me.
people's current mood from afar.
Comes with
Sure,
the territory,
I've got a
I
minute.
suppose. Care to share your troubles?
I
Finally.
am concerned with how the rest of Constellation perceives my presence.
Never mind.
Regardless of
Sorry.
how I present myself.
Thinking of something else.
I feel as
Yes,
though they're
Captain.
looking at me with disdain, rather than.
Should I be nervous?
Honestly, I think you're being a bit
Let's see. I've been in Constellation for a long time, as you know. I enjoy cheese, my work, and long walks on unexplored planets. What else did you want to know about?
Having someone from House Varun among us is a new experience. I'm certain they're unsure if you even wish to be approached at all.
Well, that's all I have to.
Time, Andreja. They'll come around. I promise.
Yes? Good thinking.
You come in here, you say your goodbyes, but then you talk again, and you should be able to go through and get them all again. So hopefully that helps. I'm super excited to figure that out. Now I can go forth a new game plus once again to hopefully get all these to level 2 or 3, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do new game plus probably 11 times in order to get them all to level 10, but that's fine. We'll figure it out. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know. Are you doing this? Are you not doing this? Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? 10 times, doing this 10 times over again. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, thanks again for coming out. Absolutely have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.
Hey guys, Chaotic Bob here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to find all 24 powers in Starfield. If you want to see more videos for Starfield, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see a particular video, comment at the comment section below what you would like to see. Alright guys, before starting, I'm gonna give you a big recommendation, so please keep it in mind. Learn from my mistakes. So the biggest mistake that I did is I played New Game Plus 2 or 3, and I was not doing every single temple. And the reason is because I thought that Vlad was glitched and he was not giving me every single mission for the temples. So at the end of every playthrough I would be left with like 12 or 13 temples. And I thought it was a glitch. So I just stopped doing it, and I would start New Game Plus. And every single playthrough I would be looking for these 3 specific powers that I needed just to have all 24. And I couldn't get them. And what I learned is that Vlad is gonna be in 2 different places, right? He can either be on the Lodge or he can be on the Eye. For the first, I don't know, 12 to 15 missions from Power from Beyond, he's gonna be on the Eye. And once you exhaust all those missions, and once you do the last mission of the campaign, of the main story, then he's gonna move to the Lodge. And he's not gonna give you a mission called Power from Beyond. These are the missions that you need to visit the temples, which are gonna give you the powers, right? So after my second or third playthrough, I was so confused, and I decided to go to the Lodge, visited Vlad, and I just talked to him. I thought he was glitched or something, and maybe just by talking with him, he was gonna give me the mission. So I talked with him, he just gave me a random speech, and then I talked with him again, and he actually gave me the mission called Power from Beyond again. So there's 2 different points where we're gonna get missions. One before the final mission, and the second part is after the final mission. So before the final mission, just exhaust every single Power from Beyond mission that you get available, and then after the campaign you're gonna get the remaining ones. So yeah, there's gonna be 24 powers, guys. Half of them basically they're gonna be before the final campaign, so do all of them before you do the final mission. And then for the second half of the powers, go back to the Lodge, talk with Vlad, and talk with him again, and he's gonna start giving you missions again. And then there's 24 missions of those, and then the 25th one is with Barrett. So you're gonna talk with him, and then I don't want to spoil it too much for you guys, but it basically is taking Barrett to one of the temples and giving him one of the powers, and you're also gonna acquire with him. And this is very important because in my case, I'm super behind, right? Like, I'm already at playthrough 3, and some of my powers are at level 1. So I'm gonna have to finish at like New Game Plus 12 or something to have every single power at level 10. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you're in your first playthrough, guys, do not move on to New Game Plus until you find all 24 temples. The game is not glitched, I promise. You can find all 24 of them on your first playthrough. Just do what I told you in this video. You're gonna...
There are 24 Starborn powers for you to collect. Keep an eye out for the mission called Into the Unknown. All the other powers in the game are random, so where you find yours will be different from the planets where I found mine. Now, if you have the first several powers, go ahead and skip to part 2, and if you don't,
During Into the Unknown, Vladimir in the eye above Jemison will ask you to check out a strange anomaly. When you land, there will not be a quest marker, so you need to follow the distortions on your scanner. The scanner will make this glitching animation when you're headed in the right direction. Simply keep which will follow this same. Guardian will be waiting for you at the Guardian will be waiting to keep this process over. Eventually, Vlad will not give you any more power on that in part 3 of the video. So you've done all of the power from beyond quests, and Vladimir will not give you any more missions. You're likely still missing quite a few of the powers to get a lot of artifacts that you did not previously have. More artifacts will lead you to more temples. Do not put all of the artifacts you have into the armillary. If you do in Grav Jump, that will trigger NG+. Instead, keep the artifacts and complete the optional part of the One Giant Leap mission. Talk to your friends before leaving. Travel back to the lodge and talk with Vlad. After you exhaust dialogue options with him, talk to him again and he will start giving you the rest of the power from the Beyond missions. This should lead you to all of the rest of the powers you're missing, except one we're about to cover. There are some really cool and fun powers, so if you're curious what all of them are and which one is the best, check out the video pinned in the comment section below. Barrett has a quest to offer you that will help you get the final power. The mission is called Worlds Apart, and from my scouring on the internet, it can be difficult to initiate this quest. If you're on PC and want to trigger Barrett's mission, simply type in StarQuest 2 FAE in your command menu. If you're on Xbox, there is conflicting information. Some players get the quest to trigger by having Barrett as a companion and raising affinity enough. Others say it may just randomly happen when he's at the lodge and you visit. Either way, I would recommend checking your activities tab from time to time and look for something that says talk with Barrett. It's possible you might have missed the conversation. Now here's where I'm going to have to drop some spoilers, so if you have not played through the main quest line, either way, I would recommend checking your no way to get this quest to trigger in your original playthrough. Here's the fix. Unfortunately, it involves going NG+. Keep in mind, when you do this, you won't get to keep all of the powers that you had before. I lost half. But as you find the temples again, in NG+, the powers you get back will be a higher and more powerful level. Back to Barrett. At the very beginning of NG+, I chose to skip the main campaign. Watch, and then restart dialogue. There will be a Starborn option that should trigger the Worlds Apart quest for you. Complete this quest, and there you have it. That should give you the Parallel Self power. It's definitely not my favorite power. I ranked it pretty low, and if you're curious about the rankings of it, check out this video here. I love me some target practice.
When my former captain died, I knew my days with the fleet were marching to the cliff's end. I was already considered an old jack-o'-bones, scaring the new rooks on the fact that I was still alive. Grimm's laughing reminder that most of them wouldn't make it to my age. Tossing my youth away on gutting haulers for the fleet was one thing, but watching another generation doing the same, knowing where the end was for them, my mind started clocking hours on the point of it all. And that's when the beauty of the Blackest Sea started to catch me for the first time. Humanity's jaunt into the stars could use a friendlier meeting than gun and blade. And who could do better good out there than paid in full for this little piece of the settled systems to call my own? The pot is starting to boil over back at Constellation with all this work we're doing with the Eye, so this might be the last time I set eyes here for a spell. Don't really know if my faith holds strong to Barrett's idea of what these artifacts are, but the science seems true. How did I get here? A Crimson Fleet rook turned old man astronomer, arguing with memory's fault comes through on the exact time. But my career in the fleet took a turn as the UC stepped up its efforts. Not the first or last time they tried to wash the bloody tab. Caught a smile being with the crew whose captain took the challenge to play smart. If every breach and storm was a fight to the death, might as well make it for the highest stakes. And why not take the time to learn all the locks and bolts? Crack the systems that held the treasures? Learn the routes between stars that would become the best places to go. I never read so many books in my days as when I was gearing the brain for a heist. Soon enough, I found myself just reading whenever time's moments could spare. First gotten run I ever pulled was a large cargo freighter, hauling kitchen and cupboard, food and other goods meant for homes. A fine test for a rook back then. Nothing like feeling the key's belly to earn nods from the old knives. Went knuckle to bone with the freighter's crew straight away. Thought I was just eager to show myself off. Make sure my crew knew I was dangerous, even unarmed. Looking back, think I just wanted to know that I was taking the prize the fair one's way. Give them a chance to fight for it. But even telling yourself you're winning it from someone is a break on a dark road. Every take was a smile on my face. Made too many promises to shine light on the details, but I cashed out from the fleet. Bought an old hauler and converted it into a flying traveler's inn. Even named it the Jolly Roger as a bit of history's chuckle. We sputtered around the settled systems as best we could, helping the helpless. A safe harbor for anyone who needed it. Eventually... retired from that as well. Had too much of the past, still needed burying. Didn't stop Sarah Morgan from finding me, though. In her hunt for one of the historical relics I stole from the UC. Been a part of Constellation ever since. A third life in the making, and one with a mission worth the toil.
I would be more useful to you aboard your ship than idling here.
Hello, Captain. Do you have something in mind, or do you just want to pick us? Let's get out there and do something new today, shall we? What's on your mind? Let's see. I enjoy Let's see. I enjoy What else? Let me know if there's it. Of course. Well, okay then.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the rate of the right.